Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Firstly, thank you for giving us the opportunity to explain about the vaccination should be made compulsory for every citizenship. My name is Ainu Zinira binti Kamal Arifin. So, I will, with number metric 191, 68 and 70. Firstly, I will go through the introduction. We agreed that vaccination should be made compulsory for every citizenship to minimize the spread of infectious disease. Okay, the purpose of our presentation today, firstly, we want to raise awareness about the importance of the vaccine among peoples. Secondly, we want to ensure vaccine effectiveness because as we know, we have several issues about the vaccine itself. Lastly, we will discuss the bad and good effect under 6 different thinking heads. So, I will pass the presentation to next presenter. Thank you.
All right, for the wide thinking hat, firstly, for this issue of topic of vaccine, let us see the example from what spreading among our community right now globally, which is COVID-19. COVID-19, in an article, it stated that COVID-19 was found in 2019. About 78 to 85% in the world had been vaccinated to achieve herd immunity in the population. So what is herd immunity? Immunity is where the immunity in a herd immunity is immunity in a population, which when 80% to 90% were vaccinated and they will get the immunity. So this helped to reduce the number of cases for this virus, COVID-19. Nearly 47% of countries had initiated the vaccine. So this shows that the vaccine really helped to reduce the number of cases each day. Immunization is a global health development because it is a global health development success because it saved millions of lives each year. This actually a sample of effective way to create borders from critical disease, from any disease or virus. So we can agree that vaccine is one of the injection that we get since we're baby. For example, to create borders from the chickenpox and etc. It's like other medicine, vaccines also have side effect, which is depend the side effect. It depends on our body, how our body reacts to it. To conclude, vaccines are a must for everybody to avoid the infection of any disease or virus. It is because we do need a population to generate new ideas for the development of country.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hia Muhammad, and today I'm going to talk about the rethinking hat and why vaccination is something important to our society. So basically, first, in terms of protection, in our opinion, we feel like vaccination is something important to our community to protect us from the spread of infections and diseases. So people should be vaccinated to fight these new diseases that appear in our world. Second, in terms of new babies, newborn babies are in need to vaccination because of their weak immunity. So vaccination is something important to them. Therefore, good parents that have children should make sure that their children get vaccinated. And the happy side of this is that vaccination for newborns are now compulsory in many countries. Third is that people should not think selfish. Because, for example, if one person decided not to get vaccinated, this will affect many people and even the whole community. Our current example is COVID-19 that caused the death for many people, from children to elderly, and this was devastating for our world. So in order to achieve a strong and healthy community, we have to be cooperative and respect the state's decision to make the vaccination compulsory, because it's a decision in the interest of people. So if enough people in the community are vaccinated, a strong immunity will be achieved.
Hi, my name is Nurul Shifa binti Samiun with metric number 1824732. Okay, I will be presenting on the yellow thinking hat. So why we all agree that vaccination should be made compulsory. First, vaccination can protect humans from serious diseases. According to the Public Health 2019, when humans receive immunization through vaccine, it can stop the transmission of certain diseases to others. Over the last year, vaccination have stopped the epidemics of once common diseases such as mumps and whooping cough. Um, the vaccination also activates the immune system to develop antibodies almost as if a person is exposed to the disease. After getting vaccinated, humans develop immunity to that disease without having to get the disease first. This is what makes vaccines such as powerful medicines. So the second one is vaccination also helps preventing the development of antibiotic resistance. By reducing the need of antibiotics, vaccines may reduce the prevalence and hinder the development of resistant strains. And the last one is vaccine also can protect the unvaccinated population, which means vaccines that are effective not only protect the immunized people but also minimize the disease among unimmunized individuals, which means can prevent the infection in those who do not take the vaccines indirectly by having the indirect effects or herd protection. Okay, according to the researchers, herd protection of the unvaccinated occurs when a sufficient proportion of the group is immune. So since the vaccination reduces the spread of infectious agent by reducing the amount of duration of pathogen that shedding by vaccines, disease incidence decline the greater than the proportion of people who have been immunized.
I will further the explanation to the black thinking hat. Okay, this black thinking hat, before that, you need to know what is a black thinking hat discuss about. This black thinking hat discuss about negative side of this assumption that we will agree that vaccine should be applied in for the infectious disease. Okay, the first thing that we assume in the black hat thinking hat that before they have the vaccine, so they will have the wrong assumption towards the vaccine. They will say that the vaccine give the bad effects, and the bad effect uh, is so heavy that they can hold it. As the example, our vaccine for the COVID-19 have some issues that we can solve each either. Okay, the wrong assumption or the fake information actually from the media social, and the people keep arguing even though they don't have medication knowledge. Okay, no medication knowledge at all, but they use their power and influence to influence people to believe in them. So that is the problem when we want to keep vaccine as a priority. Okay, after, but if all of the fake assumption are being being solved, and then after that people will feel free and disobey the isolation orders. It's not supposed to do that. Why they still need to isolate themselves from the sick people? Because not all of the border in human immunization is a strong border. So uh, half of them maybe works with with the vaccine for with the vaccine. Okay, but some of them are not. So they will disobey the isolation orders, and they will be infecting too. So this is from Black Thinking Hat. As we meet again, my name is Aina Zinira binti Kamal Arifin with number metric 1916 and 70. So I will further the presentation with the Green Thinking Hat. Under the Green Thinking Hat, we will talk about new ideas to make that vaccine contribution is a success. The first ideas that we contribute is organize a vaccine program. A program such as a campaign or event, such as event to keep awareness about the vaccine importance to the peoples. Through this campaign, they will realize that vaccine is important in their life to contribute new antibodies to their to get to build a border to the infectious disease. After the program, we can also make a petition to get people agreement to agree with the vaccine contribution for themselves. The second ideas that we discuss is to spread awareness through the education. Education level like primary and secondary level have a subject that involving to the vaccine or medication matters like science and biology. So in this syllabus, we should include the vaccine syllabus to them to know that vaccine is important in their life. So when the youngsters know about the vaccine, they know how to involving with the vaccine contribution and supporting the vaccine contribution. So that's all from us. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Azza binti Romzi. My metric number is 1818044. Today I will present about the blue thinking head. Basically, vaccine are the most effective mean of lowering the number of cases on this COVID-19. This is because this vaccine have many advantage. For example, to protect us from spread disease and infections. In order to provide new concept, idea, and suggestion on this topic, we conduct a research along with the evidence and the weakness on this issue. As a result, we unanimously agree that all parties must take responsible to take this vaccine. Finally, we believe that all of the suggestion and idea presented in this proposal will be received by all the parties involved, including government, non-government, general publics, and many more, so it can be implemented successfully in the Malaysia. That's all from me. Thank you, and I will pass this floor towards another presenter. Thank you.
Okay, for the golden thinking hat, um, which is taking vaccines according to Islamic perspective. As Muslims, we are commanded to take care of ourselves, our health, our hygiene, lifestyle, and it is prohibited to do any act that would lead to harming of life. So vaccines are one of the way of protection from several diseases. This correlates with the objective of Islamic law or Maqasid Sharia that stated preservation of life, which is hifzu and nafs, comes second after the preservation of religion, hifzuddin. Islam is a way of life. Everything that are commanded to us are always for our good. This vaccine issue was discussed among the Islamic scholars about the ruling. There are many opinions that says prevention. There are opinions that says prevention are better than cure, which very related with vaccine as a protection for us from any virus or any disease.
Lastly is about conclusion. To summarize, all parties, including the government and non-governmental organization, must make vaccination and immunization mandatory for all citizens in our country. For those who do not believe in the efficacy of vaccine, the government should educate the public about the benefit and the importance of the vaccine. For example, a government need to conduct a awareness program in the school curriculum and in our community. As a result, in order to prevent the spread of any disease, we should not be selfish. This is because, according to maqasid syariah, we as a Muslim, we need to take care of our life that are listed in Hif and Naf. That's all from me. Thank you.